Yes, in lane number 4 we have 150 Namita Pradhan of Odisha. Lane number 5 207 Lili of West Bengal. Lane number 6 148 Lakshmi Priya Kisan of Odisha. And in lane number 7 195 Sehlata Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. The national record for 800 meters stands in the name of Tintu Luka with 1 minute 59.17 seconds, created in 2010. 4 of the athletes are taking part in this 800 meters. And none of the medal winners of the last season of the Federation Cup, Interstate Open Nationals are taking part in this 800 meters. That was the start of 800 meters in the women's section. And at present it appears to be Sehlata Yadav of Uttar Pradesh in the front. Yes, that is Sehlata Yadav is at the second spot. Lili of West Bengal is in the first spot. In the third one we have Namita Pradhan of Odisha. And in the last it is Lakshmi Priya Kisan of Odisha. Lili of West Bengal putting herself in front, entering the straights, having a close competitor in the name of Namita Pradhan of Odisha, who is following her very closely in the second spot, and the third also is following in a close proximity. Sehlata Yadav is in the third spot at present. Namita Pradhan in the second spot. Lili Das is leading. Lili Das, of course, gaining some distance, almost 5 meters, leaving the second and third behind. And second and third behind are just moving one after the other. And the fourth is well beyond 10 meters after the third. And the third is about to catch up. Yes, Sehlata Yadav of Uttar Pradesh is about to catch up and take lead over Namita Pradhan of Odisha. And that is Lili of West Bengal entering the straights for the finish of the race, well ahead of the other athletes, putting beautiful strides right from the beginning. She was leading, and that is Lili who is comfortably moving ahead to finish on top. And it was Sehlata Yadav who was occupying the third spot in the beginning, now moving to the second, and it was a close finish between the second and third. So that is a replay for you right from the beginning of 800 meter start. Here you could see Sehlata Yadav of Uttar Pradesh putting herself in front, and at this point we could see Lili of West Bengal catching up the race. Yes, Lili catching up the race, having Sehlata Yadav of Uttar Pradesh in the second spot, Namita Pradhan of Odisha in the third spot. And last comes Lakshmi Priya Kisan of Odisha. Lili of West Bengal moves in front. Namita Pradhan of Odisha was leading all along for the second position, and later on during the dying minutes it was Namita Pradhan, who was pushed back, and Sehlata Yadav of Uttar Pradesh was about to catch. Lili Das putting herself ahead, increasing the lead. It was a close fight between Namita Pradhan and Sehlata Yadav. And there you could see, even at this point of time, Namita Pradhan of Odisha was leading. Lili Das of West Bengal was putting herself in front, increasing the lead, moving towards the execution of the last curve of the race. He is on executing the last curve. Lili Das of West Bengal enters the straights, comfortably ahead, no threat for her. Lili Das finishes on top. There is a tough fight between Sehlata Yadav and Namita Pradhan for the second and third spot. Sehlata Yadav finishing for the second spot. Lili Das clocking a timing of 2 minutes 10.72 seconds, getting the first place. Sehlata Yadav of Uttar Pradesh with 2 minutes 17.26 at the second place. And Lakshmi Priya catching up to finish for the third place. Lakshmi Priya Kisan of Odisha, who was